Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the rarest relic progression. The idea behind this build, as the title implies, every single piece of armor, every single piece of the build is going to be oh my god, relic rarity hat, relic rarity enchant, relic rarity relics, just wearing relics. This is genuinely going to be either the worst, sloppiest build I've ever made, or genuinely god tier. And ideally, it will forever answer the question of whether or not you can be completely build carried or some level of skill is involved. Because I'm not going to lie to you, chat, I have every relic. And I've got an idea. I have a plan for how the build, dare I say, will make you want to put a hole through your monitor and wear it like a bracelet if you ever have the misfortune of coming across me in the overworld or chime. One downside about this build is that to actually make it, there is a little bit of tech involved. Because if you do Trial of One, you get you come out of it at too high of a level, or you allocated too many stat points that you're not able to actually progress the build and finish it properly. So we do have to go to Power 7 manually, which I don't think I've done since, fuck man, like the first week of Verse 1. I've always just used Trial of One, so it's a little jarring anytime I progress through the levels normally. Kind of makes me appreciate just how slow the prog really was back then. I actually don't know how we used to prog in Verse 1. That was like a Sisyphean task. One must imagine Dan VR happy progging his 11th build of the day trying to get Adept, because it was such a bad system. I genuinely can't believe how nostalgic I am about something that was so awful to play. And then of course, I can't actually prog Flame or Shadow. We have to go 40-40 pre-shrine, but naturally you don't spawn with a mantra, so I've just got to put some points into willpower to start off. 40 willpower because we want to get Exhaustion Strike, and there are some pretty solid talents that we want to pick up to at least help with our survivability, because this isn't going to be the tankiest build in the world. It's like a quick drop. You want to drop them before they drop you, and the use of your relics and kind of gimmicks is what's going to bridge the gap between your lack of survivability. Alright, we should have enough to level up. If I can get a mantra and go bully that. Oh my god, I killed a corrupt Sharko and I got 3 investment points. Okay, fuck my chud life. My bad. I will never think I'm worthy of anything again, Archmage. My bad. I needed to do the multi-hit shit. Never mind. I'm boosted. No, I'm out of here. Not like this, bro. Not like this. I need something more my speed, like a Sharko or a, I don't know, bro, a lionfish. Oh hell no! Don't go over there, little freshie. Even though the build, obviously I have been grinding a lot to get these items to prepare for the video. And the build is fun, I'm excited to make it. But some part of this progression is kind of, it's out of spite. Because I do really enjoy Deepwoken, naturally. I mean, I fucking make videos on it. But I think that we've really lost the plot when it comes to PvP. I mean, for lack of a better term, or for all intents and purposes, parry stun has been removed from the game, so you're almost always either in neutral or positive when you're fighting. Negative is non-existent anymore, except for when you are in shaky block. So we have this system in Deepwoken, right? This game about blocking and parry. Dude, the gifs of old Deepwoken, block, parry, dodge, those don't even fit anymore. Those aren't even an accurate describer of Deepwoken. Because you don't even, even if you're good at blocking, parrying, and dodging, it's not enough. You need to block, parry, dodge, animation hide, roll parry, shaky block. It's just a mess. You just take turns 100 to 0 each other. Whoever makes the first mistake just dies. And it's not even just the lower levels of gameplay. Even in the highest tiers, in high chime, that's what you do. You don't parry. Parrying is it's just not worth it. You're better off trying to abuse shaky block and then just destroying 2 or 3 bars in one combo. It's It's not what Deepwoken was meant to be. It's not fun. You know, this used to be the most advanced, most in-depth creative combat system on Roblox. It was like its whole own thing. It was beautiful. And then it just turned into another Roblox game where you just sit in neutral until one of you gets a lucky hit, and then you just do a quarter or half their health bar in a combo, back up, repeat the process until somebody inevitably dies. Bro. And it didn't always used to be like that. People remember, like, when Agamatsu first joined the dev team, those first, like, 3 balance updates we got were incredible. That was, like, his magnum opus of balancing. And it's because Agamatsu played the game. He knew what was broken because he had to fight it every day. And now, as he's gotten more invested in developing, naturally, Aga doesn't really play Deepwoken anymore. It's very apparent in the balancing and in his own content, like, additions to the game, that he doesn't really have a pulse on how the community feels anymore. I know. One of the biggest issues for Deepwoken balancing is that the devs just don't play their own game. And we had hoped that Aga would be the one to fix that. And for a time he was, and the balancing felt really good. And now he just doesn't play. And we're back to square one, where the game feels miserable. And I did a poll in my Discord channel. Maybe 10 or so people said that they enjoy the combat currently. And then 200 said it was miserable. And I thought, okay, well, that's pretty biased, or this is a really small sample size. Let me just do a YouTube poll, right? I'll get some of my subscribers, and then I'll get just Deepwoken players at large. Maybe we'll get a better idea. The YouTube poll is even worse. Nobody is having fun with the combat. And I think we're all kind of coping a little bit. Nobody wants to say that Deepwoken still feels terrible to play sometimes. Because, like, the devs are working really hard. And we're all just kind of, we're looking towards the future. We're just coping and hoping it all works out. And by saying, hey, this isn't fun, or hey, this is terrible, it sort of breaks the illusion that Ragusa came back and saved the game. Because we're now 2 updates in, and while the game is much better than it was over the summer, it still kind of sucks. It's really buggy, the combat's really unbalanced, but saying that out loud feels terrible. And it's a lot easier to just cope. Just to fucking cope. No, Ragusa's here. The game is saved. It'll all get better. They'll fix it. And we know damn well they probably won't fix it unless we constantly bring it up and hopefully have our voices heard, you know? I trust the dev team. I think they're just really busy right now. Like, I don't think it's malicious. I think they're just super laser focused on adding content. And they're not really thinking about how that may affect the existing content. You know, they're concerned with the how. How can we add content? And they're not really thinking about the why. Should we add this item or weapon? Is it maybe too strong, you know? And that is what the community's for. Community expert here myself, which is low-key just the appeasement role. They just give it to, like, they give it to the loudest content creators to shut us up, which I don't blame them, bro. It's gotta be annoying to hear somebody talking your fucking ear off like backseat game developing, saying you're a chud for making something you thought was cool. But at the same time, like, idea guy is talking, Dan VR is speaking, shut up game dev. I know better than you about your own game. Okay, we actually need all of these talents. I can get old habits at any point. I really need disbelief and underdog, though. Those are... Oh my god, would you... I'm monologuing right now about the talents. Would you fucking piss off, bro? The both of you, bro, damn. Autographs later, bro. Autographs later. And then we're good. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Wait. We're going off... They're going off script, bro. They're not supposed to be doing this. They're going off script. Okay. Okay. We had a little paid actors here, bro. Fucking went off script. Almost potentially... Damn! Almost potentially wiped me. I got a little scared that they were gonna come here. I forgot how strong Prof Thorns was. I saw that Thresher jump up, bro. I thought it was over. I thought it was genuinely over. but we're good. So we're going to take Flame up to 40, Shadow up to 40, Willpower up to 40, and then we're going to go to the Overworld, and I'm going to show you guys a little tech for how you can Shrine of Order before your Power 8, which should be common knowledge, but for some reason, I think a lot of players don't know about it. I've done like probably 100 Parliament runs in the last day, so I'm like I'm a demon at fighting owls now. I've low-key been doing so much PvE that I don't know how to PvP anymore. When I fight a living, breathing human, well, I say that loosely. I say that very loosely when I talk about Chime Dwellers. When I fight... Never mind, bro. Even everybody in Chime's a fucking AI bot. Except for me and the people I like, of course. Okay. So we are going to take Flame up to 40, Shadow up to 40, and then Willpower up to 40. And then we're going to go into the Overworld. I'm going to show you a little tech for how you're able to use the Shrine of Order before you are Power 8. Which I don't actually see a lot of people do. Or a lot of people don't know about it. Even though it's common knowledge, in my mind at least. But I'll show you guys how to do it. We'll be able to move into like the really fun part of the build, of course, which is going to be equipping these like relic items and then going out and ganking people. So we'll just get through this real quick, and I'll see you guys once we are ready to escape. So we've got the 40 willpower, 40 flame, and then after we kill this little mud skipper, we should, yep, 40 shadow. So from this one, hold on, I don't know why I did that. So the point for us doing the 40-40 here is that we're going to be picking up Twisted Puppets, actually. This is primarily a shadow build, but we are going to get Twisted Puppets because the enchant we're using is going to proc Twisted Puppets on every single M1. So the enchant that I'm talking about, of course, is the Nightbringer Enchant Stone. Not a lot of people use this. It is pretty much relic rarity. It is a 5% drop from the Prime Sharko or from the Parliament boss in the depths. Because of how difficult the boss is for most players, a lot of people just don't bother running it. And it's really sad, because it's not only is it a lot of fun, but it's super, super strong. Every single M1 of Nightbringer is going to steal Ether as like its passive ability. But it's also going to proc, like, Fear the Dark. It procs Twisted Puppet. It procs a lot of your shadow. Essentially, the easiest way to explain it, imagine everything a Crit Blade does. Turn that into an enchant stone. There's Nightbringer. It's low-key Agamatsu slop. It's the Aga slop. It's low-key kind of power creep, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun. And at this point, every build can one-shot me, so I might as well be able to one-shot them, you know? I might as well lean into it myself. Alright. So, like I was saying, if you come to the Hidden Village here, up in kind of Upper Arisia, not that far, but if you come up and you go around the corner behind the bushes here, you have the Shrine of Blasphemy. What this does, it essentially gives you 3 levels for free. And no matter where, like what power you are, it doesn't matter. As we were level 6, we won't be able to Shrine of Order. However, using the Shrine of Blasphemy, it takes us to power 9. We're now able to go take care of that without ruining any of our stats. We'll be able to finish the final build with no problems. The only issue is that it does give you 46 points. So you are going to be able, like, stuck on power 9 for a while you, like, get experience. I mean, you're low level, though, so it's really not that bad. It's worth it in the end game, right? The end product is far worth the little extra effort you got to put in. So, like I said earlier, we did go 40-40 to pick up all of the Twisted Puppet talents. So we're going to go ahead and just grab those now since we have 7 talent hands with the Shrine. We're going to need Dark Hours as well. That is going to come in handy later with some of the tech we're going to pull off. Okay, Burning Puppets. We should have only a few more left. That might actually be it. We are going to take Phoenix Flames. Just sometimes you proc it and you get lucky. But most times, I'll have extra talents. If I don't need it, I'll re-roll it later. It's not that big of a deal. But Sightless still, we are going to pick that up, because that is going to proc off of one of the talents we get later in the build. And you'll just have to stick around and see that later. W Gatekeep, W Gatekeep, W Viewer Retention, bro, please. I need the money. It's almost Christmas, and I want to get my brother something nice. And my parents are all like, we have a set budget. But I want to... If I make good money on YouTube, you know, I'll tell him, like, it's okay. I'll get him everything he wants. You don't got to worry about it, you know? So, please, help me out. Like and sub. It actually does go a long way. We do have to take a quick detour to Minotaursa. I didn't get Exhaustion Strike in any of my normal mantra hands. So we do have to go re-roll that really quick. Just because, like I said, man, Shaky Block is really strong. So having Umbral Slash and Exhaustion Strike, just those really quick monsters that I'm able to, like, feint and do mix-ups with, it's invaluable. I can't afford to not pick that up. So we gotta go get that really quick. I'll show you guys when we're ready to shrine. Alright, so we've got all the talents we need. This is what your stat spread should look like before you shrine. So 1 strength, 1 fortitude, 1 agility, 40 willpower, 40 flame charm, 40 shadow cast, and then 40 in medium. I'll have all of the talents here. You can slow down to read them. This is everything that you should have before you Shrine of Order. And now we're ready to go ahead and change everything. 17. Alright, looks good. We're ready to actually get into the fun part now. It is unfortunate that a lot of people either don't know how to do the Gauntman trial or don't even bother. Because I do think these little mini bosses are kind of... They're fun additions to the game, and it does add, like, another layer to the min-max, so to speak. It is a bit, what's the word? For a lot of people, I guess it's different. Because for so long, Deepwoken was like, yeah, you can just have any item you want, and it's not really hard. And then they sort of flipped the script a bit, and they added a trial that's genuinely pretty hard to do with that risk of wiping. And it's got a grind involved, too. Like, the Nightbringer stones are not common at all. Again, it's a 5% drop rate. And then the other rewards, like the Void Enchant, not only do you have to beat the trial, but you need 10 crowns and 25 Void Spires. For a lot of people, that's just... It's not possible, or it's too grindy. So I get why people don't like it, but... I don't know, for the more hardcore players, or the more dedicated players, I do think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a cool addition, and... I hope Aga adds more stuff like this, but from what he was saying on his stream the other day, it sounds like he's just laser focused on the roadmap, and like cool little side stuff is sort of, it's not the priority right now, which obviously makes sense. They are dropping Iron Vow today, actually, as of me recording this, but who knows? Maybe we'll get something like another Elder Prama. Actually, that boss is fucking dick booty balls. Maybe we'll get a different boss. That would be cooler. Like, I don't know. The Kaido rework, which they've said is completely done and ready to go for 2 years straight. Who knows, man? But we're going to jump into this. I'll probably have to do it God knows how many times. Let's see if I can even beat it, actually. Let's see if I can pull it off. First try, no bell pop like the true demon. Alright, let's start it. First one is going to be Squibbo. That doesn't... I mean, that one's easy, right? That's Thunder Squibbo, nothing serious about it. That's just a parry test, which I'm failing, holy Christ. This thing's a Godseeker, what the fuck? Why would the Gaunt trial give me a Virginia server? Virginia servers aren't real, this is like secretly a fucking Hong Kong server. The devs are conspiring against me. But... easy. Move on to Prime Sharko. This one's pretty hard for people. I remember when it first came out, this thing was a genuine demon. Aga had people lined up in the depths to fight it, and it just went 20-0, like wiping everybody. Beam. It can feint the beam. You want to roll right as its head moves, not when it, like... It'll put its head down right when it's actually going to go for the beam. Okay. You just want to parry bot against it. You don't want to actually hit it. You're just going to parry up here. You can sneak hits every once in a while, but you just want to let Prof Thorns do the heavy lifting for you. It does move really fast, so when you like try to M1 and see it like that. I gave it a free hit because I wanted to do an M1. Okay. Okay, Prime Shark goes down. When the owl spawns, run to the other side of the wall so you're out of the range. Because he's always going to start with the explosion. Oh my god, I can never parry that right hand. Oh god. Look up when he does that, by the way, so you can see where he's dropping. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, he went Super Saiyan. That one you always have to parry. You can't roll it, you can't block it. You have to parry. And then he is in full chip mode. Okay, feather attack. That one, wait when you see his leg like barely move. And then that one, when he puts his hands up into his armpit, that's when you're able to, Did that hit me, actually? I swear to God, I rolled that. Huh. Okay, maybe I'm fucking washed up. Ugh! Oh, fuck. I don't even know if I have my bell. I guess we're gonna find out in a second. Oh. 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 Okay, we had some, technical difficulty. I was lagging, man. And there was, you would not believe it. There was a robbery outside my apartment. So while I was fighting the Parliament right, I look out my window, I hear all this commotion. There's this girl getting robbed, man. So I go out there, right? I fight all 50 dudes all at once, and I'm still like, so I jump out my window to go save her, right? But I'm still playing the game. So I have my foot back through the window, and I'm controlling the mouse and keys with my fucking toes. But, you know, so I'm fighting 20 dudes outside. I'm taking on Parliament, and, you know, I ended up saving the day, right? I ended up, you know, stopping the robbery and saving the girl's life. But at the cost of my own Deepwokens slot. You know, the hero I am, bro, I don't need any thanks. I just, you know, I do it for the love of the game, man. Oh! Oh, Christ. Okay, now before I sell again, let me actually, let me actually win this goddamn trial. Okay. Alright, Parliament. The face-off, the spin back. What the? I parried all that. Oh, Christ. Okay. Almost at half. I need him to do the feather move. Okay. He's in Super Saiyan. But the feather move is like a free bar with Providence Thorns. Oh my god, my fucking asshole is clenched right now. What? I rolled that, bro. One bar? Oh, I would have died if that hit me. Okay, okay. Whew! Oh, that was too close, man. That was too close. Oh my god, fuck you, Parliament, you piece of shit. W clutch, baby. And now, I low-key have to do this, like, for 1,000 times. I'll see you guys when I have the stones, man. Chat, the build is done. As you can see, being in the fragments, you would think that the build is trash. The build's actually super OP. I just happened to wipe to a bug while I was doing, like a floor 2. Hopefully, I get restored. Due to past controversy, aka I called the head mod a moron, I am essentially blacklisted from ever holding roles again in the Deepwoken Discord, and I also have the no restores role due to making a joke ticket, even though I was told by multiple sources that it would just be deleted, but that's neither here or there. I cannot be restored unless some venerable figure decides to show mercy on me. So hopefully I wake up tomorrow and someone like Agamatsu restored me and everything is beautiful. But let's go over the build. First thing that we've got, obviously, we have the Nightbringer enchant on our Twin Blade. So on every M1, I'm proccing Twisted Puppets. So I'm proccing Black Burn, I'm stealing Ether, I'm stealing Tempo, I'm proccing my Shadow talents. It is an incredibly powerful enchant. On top of that, using a Nightbringer Stone, I did make the actual Familiar Heretics. I'm not wearing it right now because I was farming bosses. But the Familiar Heretics armor, you get 35 physical resistance, 35 elemental resistance, and then you do get the Soul Rip activational talent, which is incredibly powerful. I do have the Impeter's Fury and the Inky Pearls that allow me to perform the offensive vent, essentially doing a full bar of damage to anybody who I hit with my vent, as well as filling up my own tempo bar by stealing from theirs. I do have a Mantle of Enmity, or I did, and then I sold it on accident. I don't even want to get into that. This build is damn near cursed, or the slot at least. This is actually a really strong build. I'm going to show you some PvP that I did on it so you can see that it really is a ton of fun, and it is super strong. So, don't let the fragments fool you. That was just Bugwoken. Hello. If you don't mind me if I sneak in the TP with you. Monkey Paw right here. Holy taxi service. It's going to take me to fucking Rape and Doom Alley, bro. Elder Prima. Have fun. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I'm snaking that shit. I'm snaking that shit. Let's go, bro. Oh, okay, we're not the only ones. This is like a boss fight. The dude came to fucking greet me. He got the script, bro. He got the script. He got the memo. He knows I'm recording. 2 and 1. Okay. Hey, bro, that's fine with me. Ugh. I just don't like fucking, Maybe I'm wrong, but I assume that this guy's like a PvE build. Like, he's the one fighting Prima. And then I feel kind of shitty killing him. Oh, no, he's definitely not. Yeah, fuck whatever I was saying, bro. Holy Christ! He is not a PvE, bro. Fuck, I can't heal because it's a void zone. Oh, shit. Oh, never mind. That does not apply the way I thought it did. That's a specialist set. I'm gonna get fried if I fight him. Oh shit! They're back. They're back. This is going as poorly as it possibly can. Alright, I've got him in ones, though. I've got him by himself. Holy Christ. Why does it do that, bro? Oh, Christ. Are you the new challenger? Must be. Oh, and that's another Silent Heart Katana. Bold today, aren't we? Top 10 builds I've never seen before. Let me... Okay, I mean, I did it right that time. Oh my god, a fucking specialist. Okay, I'm genuinely terrified of a specialist build. Oh, whose side are you on? Not mine. Oh, that did 10%. I've got him by himself, though. So if there was ever any time I was gonna beat the fucking... If there was ever any time I was gonna beat him, this is it. Bro, fuck off. Oh. You're not even with me.